Our story started with Mary Grace having to take care of some volunteer hours for one of her groups at school. And we thought, well, we like dogs. Be an easy way to knock out some service hours. Let's go walk dogs at the Humane Society. So we fulfilled the obligation, and after the obligation was over, we'd have a free weekend, and the kids would say, let's go walk dogs at the Humane Society. So it turned into a family outing where your kids, and I'm not talking normal kids, I'm talking teenagers, want to hang out with you and do something as a family. So that's how our story started and continues with the Humane Society.
I love animals. I love getting to see all the different dogs and play with them. And I guess getting to be together as a family is pretty great too.
I guess the other angle of that, it wasn't just service hours, it was a ploy to get another dog.
Which we ended up doing.
We'll say that, because honestly, in the beginning, I was like, no, I can't come volunteer because I'm going to want every single dog. And actually, when you think about it, yeah, you want to adopt every dog, but when you come, you've got however many pets that are here as your own pet because you get to visit them every weekend.
So there are awesome dogs here. They've got great personalities. It's fun to hang out with them and play with them and get the mix of different personalities. From the puppies that scratch your legs up because they're excited to some big dogs. Might have some sled dogs. Spencer likes sled dogs, I believe.
Yeah.
What kind of dog do you want? What's the one you're looking at?
German Shepherd.
Yeah, we just walked one today, right?
Yeah.
What'd you think of him?
He's kind of cool.
So we'll come. We'll hit it. We'll hit a family, usually a Saturday when we're not tied up, and then we'll roll to a family lunch and share pictures and talk about the dogs we walked.
And the many we want and love.
Having Tim come on as a foster for the Humane Society has absolutely been a godsend. This man has went above and beyond for every foster animal that he has taken home, from beginning stages all the way to finding their perfect forever homes. He does such a phenomenal job in outreach and medical care and takes it all on himself. He doesn't lean as hard on us. He reaches out, gets advice. He very much loves these animals, so much that he did take one special case home. Her name is Elsie. She was a runt in her litter. She was not thriving at all, and we had noticed that she wasn't using her back legs. We introduced Tim and Elsie together, and once he took her on, that was it. He went, out of the state looking for advice and guidance and the things that he could do to improve her quality of life. Unfortunately, in the end, we found that what she had was not something we were going to be able to completely fix. So Tim went one step farther and he adopted Elsie and made her his own. He has, again, went above for her, bought her a trampoline, she swims, she has the perfect setup to build as much strength as she could. But that's just one case. Tim has taken on some other very rare dogs that we've had some great success with, and others maybe not so much, but Tim puts his heart and soul in every one of these dogs that he takes home, and I could not be more blessed to have him as one of my fosters. Not just because he takes these special cases, but because you can tell he truly cares and wants ultimately everything for these dogs, even if he has to provide it for them.
Midnight is one of our cats. She has been with us since October of last year, and she's a sweetheart. She loves to be petted, and she wants to talk to you. She likes to get your attention and follow you around, and she likes to look out the window. And if sometimes when I'm cleaning the colonies, if I forget that she's nearby and I lean over, she'll jump on my back and just sit down like she's quite comfortable and she's not moving till she's ready. I think she's overlooked because she's black with a little white on her. But I also think a lot of the cats, unless they just catch the attention of a person right away. There's so many cats here that it's hard. Some, that are just as good as others that go home, they ended up getting looked over because there's 50 to choose from. And so I know that when the right person finds her, that she'll have a great home. Cats like Midnight that have been here longer, or any of them, all the cats, we are there for them 100% until the day comes that they find that forever home. And, we're their family until they get their new family. And it's awesome to see the transformations that happen, and then to see them go to that living family knowing that we were able to help them while they were here. And so we won't give up, and we'll keep on doing it.
So our story with the Humane Society started about 5 years ago when we adopted a shelter dog named Reuben.
Yeah, it was about 2013, I think.
Okay, so I had dogs growing up. I always loved dogs. Jay had never had a dog.
Nope.
And
Didn't know what to expect.
totally nervous. Thought the man was going to have a panic attack the morning I went to go get Reuben. But I don't know why we worried, because he's so perfect. Like, housebroken. He was crate trained. We didn't even have to use a crate for long. I mean, like a couple months. We're like, we just leave him out in the house.
Yeah, he's really well behaved. He never messes with anything that's not his.
He's amazing.
It's impressive.
Yeah. So Reuben probably ruined us, because we're like, oh, more is better, right? So let's get another dog, because we thought Reuben could probably benefit from having a sibling.
Yeah, he was pretty sedentary. He wasn't playing in the yard much.
So whereas with our first adoption, we adopted this like adult, well-mannered, housebroken, perfect dog. Our second adoption was a 4-month-old puppy named Charger. And Charger is a handful.
Yeah, he is. He has been for the first year anyway.
I mean, we had to do a lot more work with Charger, but it was totally worth it.
He's starting to calm down now.
Yeah, so he was 26 pounds when we got him.
And he ended up being 80.
Yes, he's 80 pounds. And he's low to the ground, so I mean, he's heavy.
Yeah.
And he thinks he's a cat, and he climbs around on the back of our furniture and paws us in the head. And but you know what? It's been amazing. Like, just a really, really beautiful experience with these dogs. And actually now I'm kind of like, so what's dog number 3 look like? They're just my favorite thing.
Yep.
I love them. I love them so much. I'm so thankful that, we found these guys and that they're part of our family. I mean, they're our kids. They're little babies.
Our family got involved with the Humane Society almost 20 years ago now. We did not have a no-kill shelter in the county, and I thought the time was ripe for the Humane Society to kind of step up and have a facility that could house animals. Prior to that, they had animals just in their homes, and they were rescuing the animals and trying to get them adopted. Over the last 20 years, we've been able to build a shelter, and our family's been a big part of the fundraising and a big part of supporting the Humane Society, not only the animal rescue and the animal adoptions, but also the spay-neuter clinic, because I think as we got involved, we realized that until we could convince the people in our county to spay and neuter animals, that we really weren't going to get a handle on the pet overpopulation in our county. But we love animals, and we feel like the Humane Society is really the only significant force in our county that represents those companions that make us all so happy every day, and the little unconditional love that we get from our cats and our dogs and all of our other animals in our lives. And there's nothing else like it. I don't see why anyone wouldn't want to be involved with the Humane Society and wouldn't want to support with their dollars the wonderful work and the beautiful animals that we're able to keep alive. So that's our story, and do the best you can to keep it going.